What was a huge trend everyone forgot about? Crackle nail polish. Why did we do that? That's an actual forgotten one, wow. Yik yak. Yik yak was a shit. Everyone knew what was going on campus within seconds. People within the same classes used it to shit talk professors and cheat on tests. It's too bad people had to ruin it with death threats and such, which kind of forced Yik Yak to make it non-anonymous, killing the appeal it had in the first place. As a commuting student at the time, it was key for me to keep up with the happenings and drama around campus. Cell phones that worked like walkie-talkies. PTT on severe duty hard phones is still a thing on some mine sites and oil fields. Are those the like rubber-lined flip phones? My dad used one of those when he worked for Ford in their research and dev building. Didn't get a phone with a camera until 2015. Wasn't allowed one. Mannequin challenge. That was very weird, to be fair. Silly bands. They died because every school banned them. Well, call those silly bands. Hypercolor clothing. I was a huge nerd in elementary school and thought I was gonna be super cool when my mom bought me an off-brand hypercolor shirt. Wore it to school, and one of the kids who bullied me realized it would change color if he spit on it, then showed lots of other people. It was the worst day of my elementary school life. That one weird summer of 2016 where clowns randomly appeared out of nowhere and creeped us all out. Yeah, WTF was that all about? Was it an ad marketing campaign, or was a few marketing stunts and then a bunch of actual crazes exploring it? IDK if this is just where I live, but those bracelets that you made with rubber bands on that loom thingy, we still have millions of those rubber bands in our house. I want to toss them in the garbage, but they are in the kids' rooms. Saying, wow's our app? Cup stacking. What was that all about? Holy shit, I forgot about that. Our school made us do cup stacking in gym for a few weeks. Jax, I'm older than dirt. Furbies. Absolutely needed to have one, and when it woke up in the middle of the night I was over it. So I finally get to tell this story. I had a Furby as a kid. The thing learned my name. You also could not turn them off, so it would randomly talk throughout the day and night. Its batteries started to die, so it sounded weird to say the least. So one night, at 3 a.m., I'm about 7 years old, I hear, in this demonic sounding voice from my closest, say my ducking name. The Furby was evicted from my room after that. Neopets lol. Or shit. I haven't fed me Neopets in like 15 years. Flash mobs. I miss the awkwardness of school teachers and office managers to entice others to join. My boss made us do this one year as a kind of bucket list for herself before she retired. I had scheduled the day off since it was my birthday, so I was hoping I had a gracious out to skip it. Instead, she told me if I came for the flash mob I'd get the rest of the day off with pay and I wouldn't have to use a vacation day. It was exactly as awkward as I expected, but the 20 minutes was worth it for 8 hours pay. I too would 100% accept this bribe, on the condition it was in writing. Chat roulette and omegle, ASL. When people would say won't. Planking and YALO. YALO for sure. 2012-13. 2012. The year of the first instance of mass slacktivism with #KONI 2012. Then the person responsible for it went bonkers and ended up naked on a street corner. Harlem Shake. Liverstrong bracelets. I knew 2 people with prominently placed Liverstrong tattoos. Butterfly clips. I feel like they have been making a comeback now actually. Those shoes with the wheels in them. He Liz? I'm kinda dating myself here, but when I was younger, I can't remember if I was a preteen or if I was a teenager. The Budweiser frogs. Everyone was going around saying Bud. Someone else would say Wise and someone else would say I even had a couple different shirts with them on it lol. Gangnam Style. No one ever talks about little girls wearing jelly shoes in the 80s and early 90s. When I was a kid, every little girl's dress-up shoes were jealous and they all wore them to church, even though they hurt. Only one movie I've ever seen has included jelly shoes. Connie 2012. Slap bracelets. Very popular in the early 90s. I'll never forget the summer Pokemon Go came out. Everybody and their grandparents were playing it. All the parks were full of people just talking and meeting each other. I hate to sound boomer why, but it made me remember what life was like before smartphones. Which is ironic I guess, because an app made it happen. I wish more technology had the goal of getting people active and outside and interacting with others. Rage comics. In 2011, 90% of my Reddit feed was rage comics. Now you never see them. They were like the odds of mainstream meme culture. Fidget spinners. Remember all those pop-up stores in shopping centers selling fidget spinners? I sure hope they got their money back. Swatch watches. I remember being envious of the kids that had those back in the 3rd grade. Quoting Charlie Sheen. Winning. Tamagotchi and Furby. Second Life. The virtual reality game. Or whatever it was. There was a time when every self-respecting global company just had to have a place there. When people paid real money for its virtual real estate. And then it died and went away. Or did it? Don't actually know. Haven't heard about it in a long time. Maybe it was replaced by Minecraft. Close bracket. It's still around. Probably mostly used for lewd role plays though. That's what I'd use it for, if I was into that sort of thing. Alvin and the Chipmunk remixes. Crazy Frog. Was that a trend? Was everywhere and super annoying. Tight rolling our jeans. Oh yeah. Beyblades. Rainbow foods. Like the rainbow grilled cheese. etc. I remember when green ketchup came out. Choking your friends out, it was really weird. We did it in the late 80s. But it wasn't really choking out. Basically, the person would sit down and put their head between their legs and hyperventilate. After a bit, they'd sit up. Another person would use the palm of their hands to push on the sides of their necks. And they'd sort of pass out or act very weird. Don't do this. It can kill you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed watching this video, leave your thoughts in the comments below.